Hey, what's up everybody, Mr. B here, and today I want to talk about your kicks to move from your orange to purple belt. And so we're going to be talking about your inside crescent, your outside crescent, and then finally your flying side kick. So let's just get right into it. We are going to start with a left guard stance. So in this video, we are going to be moving from our traditional way of doing kicks with the front leg to now we're going to start pulling these off of the rear leg. So when we're doing an inside crescent, we are trying to rotate our hips towards the center, okay? So in a counterclockwise motion if you're kicking with the right leg, or a clockwise motion if you're kicking with the left. We also have an outside crescent where those circles are going to be opposite. So when you throw an inside crescent, you want to bring your knee up and out on a 45 angle just like so, okay? So that you can bring your foot across on a nice arc. Now when you do an inside crescent, your foot is going to go out and up and then back. Now one of the big things that I want you to see is I want your hips to do the full rotation. So a lot of people will do their inside crescent like this, boom, and they leave that hip behind. When you do an inside crescent, I want your hip to carry all the way through. So you see how I went from my hip being in back to now my kicking hip is in front just like so. And I really like to pause on that crane stance because that is going to set up kicking combinations for me. I generally like to throw this one with a side kick, but again, I'm going to scooch kind of on a 1 o'clock angle right here, and then I'm going to carry my foot to an 11 o'clock before I bring it around. Here, boom, just like so. Now, this is generally shown as a head kick, but you can also throw this as a knee kick. You'll see this predominantly in the kata that we do for our blue to green belt and Hua. So when you're throwing your inside crescent, boom, it can also be a knee attack as well as a head attack. Our crescents also start helping us set up for leg sweeps if we're checking that front leg, and then eventually our outside crescent will start setting us up for single leg takedowns. Now, from right here, anytime we have an inside motion, we always have an outside motion. So before I start rotating my hips, like I said, on this counterclockwise motion, now when I throw my outside crescent, I'm going to reverse that circle with my hips. I'm also going to reverse the angle. So I'm going to fire on an 11 o'clock, and then I'm going to carry to the outside to a 1 o'clock before I refold my kick. So again, I'm here, pop, and you'll see me pause in that crane stance. Now I always want, anytime that I'm kicking, it doesn't matter if it's a front kick or a crescent kick, I always want to bring my foot back to neutral. What this is going to allow me to do is either move back to my starting position, or in a more practical sense, if I need to adjust, it's going to make it a lot easier for me, but this also demonstrates my control. I want to be in charge of where the foot is going, not the other way around. I don't want to let my foot tell me where to go. So I don't want to let my kick kind of drag me out and over out of place like this. I want to be in solid control, boom, so that I can advance, I can retreat, boom, I can get off to the side and change my angle just like so. So those are our inside and outside crescents. Now, let's go ahead and move into our flying side kick. Now this is kind of the quintessential karate kick that everybody thinks of when they see this move. So we're gonna jump in the air, we're gonna turn sideways, we're gonna shoot our flying side kick. Now the biggest thing about this kick that everybody forgets is to tuck the non-kicking leg. So when I throw this kick here, boom, okay, you see that left leg come up and it folds right up and underneath and into my groin like so. Now, because it is a side kick, you want to focus on getting all the way sideways here and then turning those toes like so, getting that hip rotation involved. Okay, a lot of people when they're doing this kick, you'll see them run and jump, and then it ends up looking like kind of like a sloppy front kick. Okay, make sure that you lay your hips down and rotate, boom, into that position just like so. And there are a ton of ways that you can practice this kick. You can practice a 3-step, so 1, 2, 3, boom, pop. You can throw just from here, pop. Or one of my favorites to work on your explosive power is to just start from your crane stance and then just jump, boom, and work on being able to get that tuck from that standing position. is enormously difficult. But those 3 kicks, your inside crescent, your outside crescent, and your flying side kick, will work to get your requirements fulfilled, moving from orange to purple. All right, guys, if you like what you're seeing, please make sure that you stick around and watch the next video. Like and subscribe. As always, comment if there's anything that you want to see. And until next time, train hard, fight fast, score first. Awesome.